out again to a spot that I usually bring my bride with, but she's unavailable at the moment. So we will look around in here for incredible and unique City Creek treasures. I decided, since I don't have glasses for y'all, to polarize and get rid of all the glare that I didn't deserve to wear on myself. So I'm probably going to be tripping on various, and what's that word? Sundry things. I just fell on a various thing. This looks a sundry, but I haven't fallen on it yet. Crazy thing is, it's kind of heavy. Ooh, it's a lock of all pads. There's a harvest. If you're new to me, then I'm new to you. You tell me what you do and I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm just kidding. I'm looking for stuff. Stuff that's cool, stuff that's old, stuff that's new. Huh? I need to go back in there. Oh, yes. We need to go back in these tunnels because, I don't know, maybe we'll choose a different one on the way back up. Right now we're going to head downstream. The water here is lower than I've seen it since I've seen it that way. I've never found anything spectacular in here, but a few old bottles. And as usual, they're usually small meds that live for 100 years. I believe that as we walk back upstream, since I'm in the rocks right now, that we'll be able to see a little better, since the sun will be down there instead of over here. I tried to make there around my hair. I have been shaken and mistaken. That's up over my boots right there. I guess we'll bank it to get around the deep spot and then come back and walk upstream. The killdeer are mighty active today. I didn't bring a flashlight because my memory served me incorrectly and I did not remember there being tunnels. Well, there are. One good thing about it, it's all slick from one end to the other, so doesn't matter which one we go through. We're going to go through this one. We're at 98 degrees now. That was a long tunnel. 98 degrees. It is smoking hot, but I like it hot. The hotter the better. I like it so hot that it's hot. Okay, this is generally a tough spot to find anything since it is so slick, but there is I was looking around, I was wondering why there were trees cut down inside this thing. But there are a bunch of rocks, things right there. A lot of times tree companies and businesses and everything will just absolutely take everything they cut and throw away and throw it in one of these rainwater runoff ditches, which I call a creek. They were originally creeks, simply creeks, dirt, tree sides and rock dirt bottoms. But when all the towns and cities were made, the creeks that were there were the ones that determined where the watershed was and where all the water would go, and it ran off. So they just continued to take the existing creek, fill it full of concrete. And now that it is 2024 years, you know, that's not normal. That is a seashell. I tried to skip it, it didn't work. It is obviously thrown in here, since the concrete was here after the Great Flood. We'll get into that later. But first, let's keep going. Okay, now we are at the end of the concrete. So if there's anything that's washed down here, it is here. me see what that is. Ah, that's a just in case. You have to put something in it. Bottles that do make it down the concrete never make it in one piece through here because of all the rocks, of course. I too want to know what's under this tin. Oh, rock stackers getting every creek there is. I'm just kidding. I saw this thing on Facebook, which is always true, about people who stack rocks. You know, somebody that goes in a creek and they do this. They pick up this rock and they put it on that rock. And then they pick up this rock and they put it on that rock. And then they pick up this rock and they put it on this rock. And then they continue on until they have a good little pile of rocks. So now the creek activists are getting engaged. There is a graves, part of a graves brick, saying that that is destroying ecosystems due to the fact that animals live under those rocks you're stacking. Of course, everybody went in 50 different directions in the comments. But you can rest assured that the next storm that comes, this is a pretty thick brick. It could possibly be a graves. It is not. It is a 2-hole wombat. The next storm that comes, it's going to put those rocks back. It doesn't bother me. I know it bothers some people, but not me so much. I know that's really not what's important either. It would be cool to find one neat brick, since nothing else survives in here but bricks. I've never seen anything in this creek besides minnows either. Turtles, snakes, or crawfish. But there is an awful lot of runoff in here from the town and the city. So things that are susceptible to easy death, like crawfish, tadpoles, salamanders, things like that, they generally don't make it in heavily polluted water. There are also no mussels in here, which is another sign of a pretty crummy waterway. Again, I'm not an activist. I'm just sharing with you what I see. When we head back upstream to the other side, that's where we might find some cool trash. I'm not sure how much further we're going. It is so incredibly hot that it's warm out here. And we're meeting the bearded one for dinner. For dinner and a smile. I don't hang out with many men. Because I don't know many. Somebody just shot a gun down there. We're in city limits. But I'm okay taking a hint from somebody with complete disregard for the law. What I was saying was I don't know a lot of men who want to get out and do stuff like this. because I guess a lot of them think it's kind of stupid. I enjoy it. It's kind of peaceful. I guess they see me fall down once or twice or see snakes. Most men think that the only good snake's a dead snake, but you know, we don't roll that way. I've made a Facebook post about that, but I replaced the word snakes with dog, just as an eye-opener to help people understand what they're saying, because I just did. Needless to say, I got shut down for a short time. So I haven't done that again. Let's go back to the other side. I'm absolutely soaked with sweat. You know, we didn't go this way. We need to go this way. There is nothing on the ground here but rocks, pieces of metal, and an occasional piece of glass. Just some seriously stagnant water that I don't want to get in the boot. We're gonna have to tiptoe it. I should not have chosen this side. When we get through the tunnel, we ought to be able to see on the other side. There's other people standing on the bank looking down on the creek. Oh, I know what it was I was going to tell you. I wonder someday if the only way you'll be able to enjoy getting outside and looking at things that are man-made or God-made is through pictures, because everything will be closed to the public, or you'll have to stand back a mile and look at it from a distance. That's a shame, and that is a direct result of vandalism, of course, and people tearing up stuff. Because I've always wanted to go out to like Arizona or the West and find the old Wild West trails and metal detect those spots. Or maybe you can, I don't know. Never tried it. It's a long drive to get there and them say no. Dude, why don't you just Google it? Okay, sorry. Here we have multiple tunnels to choose from. And I've had choices. I think I'm going to take the middle one this time. No chance of hitting my head. I got bright quick. So now maybe on the walk back up we can see in the water. The only problem is see, that's got a few years on it. The only problem is it gets pretty deep up here. There does not appear to be anything in here interesting yet. I will use the word yet because that was the next word I was going to use. If there's any bottles in here, they're going to be just falling out of the bank. And it's looking like there's nothing. So I need to get up here around the corner, more into town, and check and see. You'd think with all these fish there'd be a snake in here. I'm sure there is somewhere. It's like a giant aquarium. I'm so ready take a shower. Alright, this is where we started. Now we're going to go up and go upstream a little bit. After we get this. If I can pick it up. I don't know what that is. Just metal. Now we're up into the ratty and nasty. So we're going to ratty and nasty it as far as we can. I have found some old antique looking stuff on up around the corner up here, but nothing this far. Pretty deep. But I think we can make it around the sides anyway. Really deep right there. Oh, right there. Don't do that. This may not work out after all. Nope. I really want to climb through all this, but I guess I will. Huh. That was a little scary. I didn't want to fill up my boot with all that mud and sludge. So let's travel up here. There's a Wyland brick, not that old. That's a no-name brick. This may turn into a brick hunt. I'm finding them. But they're not old. I'm getting hot, like really hot. And I'm running out of energy, like no energy. And it may be good that this is about to get too deep to even get in. Because I have this problem where I don't want to stop. Like Jack Maxon used to say, don't stop till you get enough. This is the end of our journey. We found nothing. Thanks for watching my videos.